So today we're going to be taking a look at some unseen moments in women's football. Now I'm going to need all of you to stick to the end because I've included some moments, some unseen moments in women's football you lot are definitely going to want to see, if you know what I mean.
What the fuck?
And I'm also going to need you lot to let me know in the comments below right now, if you had to replace one of your team's footballers with a women's footballer, which one of these would it be? Let me know right now. Now, unfortunately, in women's football, we do often see a lot of absolute bloopers and fails, and this has to be one of them because I don't know what is actually going on right here. Multiple people have missed. The goalkeeper's having an absolute stinker. Someone else takes one of the worst shots, and then it ends up being an own goal. How many things have to go wrong in one clip before the ball actually ends up in the back of the net? I mean, this can happen in men's football as well, but what is that? And this is a prime example why you never get too cocky. Never get too cocky. She's gone for the crossbar challenge. What a shot. But she's taken her eye off the ball. Never do that because the ball will come back with a vengeance. And another absolute blooper in the women's game because I'm not sure who the person actually is defending the ball and who the person is who's trying to score. All I know is once again, that ball somehow has ended up in the back of the net and I don't know how. Like what's the goalkeeper doing? What is she doing? Get back on your line, quick. And you can tell these women really have been watching Neymar Jr. way too much because this is got to be one of the most ridiculous dives. I mean, we laugh at men when they do this. We laugh at women when they do this. I'm not sure what she's done. I mean, she's barely even been touched and she's rolling around like she's just done her ACL or broken her kneecap bone. Come on, love. Stop it. You're not fooling anyone. And one of the craziest advantages that women have in the women's game is that as a man, you have to do a shirt pull or a shirt tug when someone's going through on goal. In the women's game, no, they just grab each other's hair. Like, look at this. It's 1 for 1. It's like, yo, okay, I'll grab yours. And she's like, come here. I'll grab yours too, bitch. Like 1 for 1. Like, I don't know. They've both been sent off. It's just all a bit ridiculous. I mean, you can't rip someone's ponytail out the back of their head. But I mean, when it comes to the women's game, they really don't care. They really have a bad temper on them. And is this one of the worst back passes you've ever seen in football? She's literally blasted the ball full force back at her goalkeeper without even looking where the goalkeeper is. This isn't the goalkeeper's fault, by the way. And this was in the final of the World Cup as well. Like, come on, girl. What are you doing? Wake up. Crazy moment. And unfortunately, she ended up in tears. As you would. But if we're going to look at bloopers and we're going to look at unseen moments, we're also going to look at absolute worldy goals in the women's game. Because trust me, these girls score bangers. Absolute screamers. Look at that for a finish. She's whipped that left foot top bins and said, pick that one out the net, keeper. Pick that one out the net. So if you think in the women's game they're not scoring screamers, you must be sadly mistaken. Because trust me, I've seen a few bangers. We take another look at an absolute insane goal. You've never seen this goal before. Look at it. That's some Luis Suarez, Thierry Henry 2004 type goal. Like, look at that. Look at the technique. To even think to do that, where your back's the goal. I mean, you gotta give them something. You gotta give them a rock, guys. Come on. It's not all about bloopers. It's not all about mistakes. Sometimes we gotta take our hats off and say that was hell of a goal. But now I have to introduce you guys to one of the worst celebrations you're ever gonna see because she's just scored a great goal. She's ran off to celebrate and broke her knee bone. Like, I know she didn't get up from that either. Like, you've just scored. Well done. Please, just go and do a knee slide. But no, she jumps in the air and jars her all knee buckles in the. I know she's injured after that. She probably never played again. You gotta be careful when you're doing these celebrations because your knees, they're fragile. But guys, we're back with bad misses. And I've seen a lot of bad misses in football history. In the men's game, in the women's game, I've seen just bad misses, but this one has to be top 5. You are 2 yards out. It is a lot harder to kick that ball over the goal than it is to just kick it into the net. And somehow, she's just skied it, guys. She's absolutely... I want to know how that's even possible. How has she kicked it up? Wow. And this is where we get a little bit saucy because, I mean, it was Arsenal versus Aston Villa. And I mean, you lot tell me what's going on here, because I know a girl when she looks at me like that. I mean, it started off like, they were about to have a little bit of a tussle. And then the next thing, it looks like they're about to have a kiss. I mean, the women's game, we love it. We absolutely love it. And it's all smiles after that. It's all smiles for me too. Never forget one of the greatest celebrations in the women's game ever. I remember seeing this a few years ago. She pretends she just got injured after scoring a goal, then busts into a twerk. She just trolled everyone in that stadium and let everyone in that stadium see something they want to see as well, because we all want to see a little twerk every now and then. Look at this, look at this, look at this. No, bruh. I'm gonna bust it into a twerk, into a whine. Mate, you gotta love it. Like I said, I remember seeing that a few years ago, and still to this day, that celebration has never been beaten. Not in the men's game, not in the women's game, not in any game. I love that celebration, and I want to see more of it. Is this your favorite women's footballer of all time? Alicia Layman. Now, I know, I'm not sure if she got the dance moves going on there. I'm not too sure, but is she your favorite women's footballer of all time? I don't want to know why. I don't want reasons. I don't want you to tell me. I just want you to say yes or no. Is Alicia Layman your favorite women's footballer of all time? Because she might be mine. And guys, we're getting towards the end of the video, and this is where it starts to get insane, because this girl cannot be a day over the age of about 10. And she is doing that. That is one of the best goals I have ever seen, guys. I'm going to say it. To do that at the age of about 9 or 10. 1, to get the technique to do that. 2, to score the actual goal. And 3, that counts because you can score off a throw-in. That is insane, guys. What is going on? Don't think, that you don't see these kind of goals going on in the women's game, because trust me, I've watched a lot of these clips. Some of the goals I'm seeing are a lot better than in the men's game, and that is definitely one of them. If I could replace one of my team's players, I think she's going in. I think she's one to watch. She is going to be an absolute baller. That is insane technique. What a goal. My favorite goal of the whole team, that is. Is that your favorite goal? And of course, when it comes to the women's game, we see a lot of this going on. Of course, women, they have boyfriends, but they also have girlfriends. And after scoring a goal, or after a hard game of playing football, sometimes we get to see a bit of passion, a bit of romance. We love to see it. Do we love to see it? I need you lot to let me know in the comments. Is this something that you lot love to see in the women's game? Do we need to see more of this? But yeah, guys, you have just witnessed some unseen moments in the women's game. We have seen bloopers, we have seen insane goals, we've seen the odd kiss, we've seen our favorite women's footballers. I have enjoyed making this video. Drop a like down below if you've enjoyed, and let me know right now which one of these women's footballers could make it into your team. Let me know right now.